Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us today. Here we are to learn more about IEPFA and its important roles. To start, could you explain more about IEPFA in a simple terms? What its major primary purpose and what does it serve?
Thank you for having me here, and I would be happy to share about my experiences and insights into the working of IEPFA. IEPFA, as you know, stands for IEPF Authority, Investor Education Protection Fund Authority, which administers the fund, Investor Education Protection Fund. To begin with, the establishment of the authority and the fund originates from Section 124 and 125 of the Companies Act 2013. According to Section 125 of the Companies Act 2013, IEPF authority is mandated to administer the fund. The fund comprises of receipts from the company mainly related to the unclaimed dividend, unclaimed shares and other unclaimed amounts which the company has taken from the investors under the Companies Act. And the fund utilization is also provided under the Companies Act. The authority administers the fund and utilizes the fund in a way which is mandated under the Companies Act.
Many people heard about the unclaimed dividend or shares. Could you break down how these assets end up with IEPFA and what triggers the process?
As you may know that there are many unclaimed assets in the financial markets. The unclaimed assets which we are dealing in the authority originates from unclaimed dividends. Suppose in the physical era when we were holding the shares in physical form, the companies were mandated to distribute the dividends through dividend warrants. It may so happen that the person has not received the dividend warrant because of change in address, or he may not have encashed the dividend warrant because it may be of low amount. Under the Companies Act, the dividends were to be transferred to the fund. Now, under the new Companies Act 2013, the corresponding shares for which the dividend has also been transferred to the authority are also transferred to the authority and the fund, provided that the investor has not claimed his dividend for consecutive 7 years. So, right now what we are doing is we are mostly dealing with the dividend and the shares, but if we were to go in detail, other amounts such as mature debentures, mature deposits which are taken as a company deposit under the Companies Act are also transferred to the authority if they remain unclaimed after 7 years from the date of maturity.
Reclaiming asset can be daunting. What are the most straightforward paths for an individual to check if they have unclaimed fund with IEPFA and what are the essential steps to claim them?
Government of India and authority has been taking very elaborate steps so that the investors get to know about their unclaimed fund which has been transferred to the authority or any other government entities. Under the Companies Act, the companies are duty bound to tell the investors and provide them an opportunity of 3 months before transferring any shares or dividend to the authority. This is done in the form of public notice and providing the information on the websites of the respective companies. In addition, IEPF authority has also provided a search facility on its website wherein the investor can come to know about the assets which belongs to them and have been transferred by the company to the authority as per the Act.
Financial literacy is a key focus of the IEPFA. Can you share some of example of yours awareness programs and initiatives? How they make difference in communities?
Financial literacy cannot be probably straitjacketed into 4 walls. Financial literacy may mean different for an individual investor who may know much more about financial markets or word, it may be something different, it may mean something different for a common citizen. The authority, as I told, administers the fund and utilizes it as per the mandate given in the Companies Act. The Companies Act has given a mandate of investor awareness to the authority. We go in the hinterland, we go and approach the common citizens in the rural areas, in the semi-urban areas, as well as in the urban areas. What we do is a 360-degree approach where we provide the information which the relevant stakeholder would require at the pyramidal hierarchy which he is. So we have partnered with various organizations like Common Service Centers. We have partnered with Indian Postal Payment Bank. Then on the urban side, we have partnered with professional institutes like Chartered Accountant Institutes and the Company Secretaries Institute of India.
In digital age, online scam and fraud are major concern. How did IEPFA work to educate investors about these risks and what are the red flags should they be aware of?
As I told you earlier that there cannot be a straightjacket formula for any awareness or any learning. Probably you would be able to prevent you becoming a victim of any type of fraud as well as cyber fraud.
What are some common misconceptions people have heard about IEPFA and how do you address them?
There may be misconception that getting the services from IEPFA is time consuming or is elaborate. But if you read our rules, if you read the FAQs on our website, and if you provide the documentation which will help us and the company to establish your entitlement, I think that the process can be established in DIY, that is do yourself mode. So I think that people should approach the authority, should try to get in touch with the authority through the website and learn the process and provide and read the FAQs and the presentations. It will help them to receive the services which the authority provides in a faster and in a time-bound manner.
For viewers who are new to investing, what are the top 3 pieces of advice you would give them to protect their investment and avoid common pitfalls?
As I told you that investment in any form is individual specific. It depends upon your individual conditions. What you want to gain out of those investments, what is your condition, how much you can put, how much time you can provide that. Simple formula is the compounding formula. Compounding, whether you do it through bank deposits or through markets, will always give you results in long term. However, as I told earlier, that you should be very aware of 2 things. First is the greed and the anxiety to decide on time. So you should first become aware, read the brochure, read the things, then only go for investing. The second thing is that before investing in any instrument, you should try to get in touch and provide for and read the information whether those things are regulated entities. In a case of regulated entities, the returns may appear to be lower, but those are stable entities and you are at least assured that those won't cause you or you won't become a victim of a fraud.
The IEPFA website and online resource are crucial for investor awareness. Can you give us a quick tour of the website and highlight some of the most useful tools and information available?
The mandate of the authority is twofold. First is the refund of the unclaimed assets which are transferred to us. Second is the awareness. Therefore, our website and all our resources are administering and catering to both these areas. You can see on our website the FAQs, the process orientations and the process chart which will help you to get the services of refunds. Second is our website also provides multilingual, uh, I can say, brochures or other materials which will help you to become aware. And these material cater to all our stakeholders from a rural background as well as from the urban background.
Okay. Looking ahead, what are some of IPFA upcoming initiative or plan to further enhance investor protection and awareness?
IPFA is looking to holistically change and upgrade its IT infrastructure, which will help us provide faster services to the stakeholders. We are taking an internal review and also the stakeholder feedback in building those systems which will be future ready and will help us to probably come to the expectation of the stakeholders in terms of the services we provide.
Finally, what one key message you want viewer to take away about IEPFA and its role in protecting their financial interests?
I would urge the investors that you should become aware, not fall prey to any Ponzi schemes or any other persons who claims to provide that you can they can expedite or they can get things done from the IPFA in form of a service. So you can reach to the authority and the authority is always willing to listen to the stakeholders, handhold them so that they can enjoy all the services which the authority is providing in a transparent and in a time bound manner.
There is one more question. What does the process of gaining shares from IEPFA take longer than expected?
There may be times when you may think that the process is taking longer than what is anticipated at your end. But be rest assured that what we are doing is the thorough verification of the entitlement of the investor, the genuine investors. We want to limit the cases of impersonation. There may be chances that if you overlook some documentation, then there can be a chance of fraud. We want that our services should be so sure that we give the financial asset to the person, to the genuine investor who is entitled. It may take some time, but as I said, that we are building the IT processes and the systems of future wherein most of our work will be automated and we will be able to provide services to genuine investors in the time frame which they expect.
Thank you, sir, for providing such a valuable answers for IPFA.
Thank you very much for having me here.